Good morning. Welcome back to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Greenleaf. Yes, child, I finally watched the episode. I was able to watch it yesterday. I finally got, I end up having to put my TV on my phone in order to use that signal. The signal on my phone was a lot stronger yesterday. So, Greenleaf got yes, Lord, finally. Just in case you're weary, we are getting the heavy rains here in Orlando, but the hurricane is not due to come our way. We send our prayers to everybody that's in the north of Florida and the Gulf of Mexico areas, that they are safe and their families are safe and the hurricane dissipates or takes a turn. That's what we got prayers going up this morning for that. Okay, so I'm on my way to work. It's the day after the holiday. It's going to be a heavy fucking day for me. But let's get into this recap. Y'all didn't sit here for a whole minute to come to hear about this. I got to turn it around because it's Greenleaf. This is not a recap. This is just a review. So, baby, this was not what I thought was going to happen. It was not what I thought was going to happen. First of all, let me start off by saying that Iyanla Vanzant, I am so happy that she came on as herself and not as a character. I appreciate that greatly. But I think she's going to make another appearance again just based off of what was said. Lady May, oh my goodness. Lady May and Charity. Woo, let's see if I can go back to the beginning. Let's see. Okay, so I don't remember where it started. I'm going to tell you that right now. But Lil Goober is crying his ass off. Crying, screaming. And y'all know as black folks, sometimes we say let that baby cry. But this child it was more than a cry. It was straight wailing. It was like my soul hurt type of cry. Mama, get the fuck up. Where you at? Eyes be hungry. But I can't drink nothing that you got in your breast milk anyway, because you're probably high and drunk and all that stuff on top of that. Well, anyway, Lady May come in and wake up Charity like, child, don't you hear this baby calling out for you? He is screaming for his mother. She's like, what? What you talking about? What you talking about? Charity is on sleeping pills, she says. I think she on something a little bit heavier, but she says it's just sleeping pills. She just needed to sleep. And Marisol is holding Lil Goober, and he's steady hollering. And she's like, just give me my baby. May said, no, that's not what I'm finna do. I am not finna put this child in your arms, in your care, in this state. You need to get your shit together, okay? And she was like, look, Mama, I just needed to sleep. So all I needed to do was sleep. So I took a sleeping pill. And she said, look here, don't make me agree with Kevin that you an unfit mother. I was like, ooh, Lady May. I don't even think that was tough love. I think she was being for real. Like, girl, you doing the most right now. He's saying you're an unfit mother, and right now, in this moment, you are proving that to me. I was like, well, come on now, Lady May. Don't do her like that. Don't do. You know the girl going through something. She going through something. I honestly think Charity is overreacting. I do. With the exception of losing that first child, I could see you having a little more hard time coping with that, especially if you weren't able to go through, really seriously work through those feelings, and you really didn't seriously have support other than Kevin. But the fact that your husband was gay, you left him, your boyfriend left you, that shit right there, come on now, you're doing a little bit too much to me. Y'all may agree that, you know, Charity done been through a lot. Plus, it was on the tail end of her sister dying, her uncle getting killed by her sister. She did. Well, the whole family got a lot of shit. But Charity's like, yeah, I just need to rest. I'm gonna lay back down, lay my ass back down. And she laid back down. So Lady May brings the letter down to the bishop. Like I say, I might be out of order, but she brings the revised letter down to the bishop. It looked like it was in calligraphy and everything, y'all. And she said, here's what the revised statement of what we're gonna say on Sunday. And the bishop is like, you really know how to soften a blow, right? You really know how to put silk on concrete and make it feel good. And she was like, yeah, I got away with words. He said, but I don't see nowhere in this letter where's your farewell. I said that last episode. I was like, when he said that he was going to agree to speaking for the church, he didn't say he was giving up that church. And right here, right now, Bishop just said that, no, well, where's your farewell? I don't see that in the letter. She said, farewell. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, you are. This is my church. She said, no, this is our church. We built this church. Everything that we've done has been from us, not just from you. I don't have to go somewhere I ain't going nowhere just because that's the tradition. That's the way things have always been. When a husband and wife separate, the wife get ousted. No, sir, no, ma'am, Pam, I'm not going nowhere. And he was like, oh, you going. You going. I knew Bishop was going to fight her for this church. I knew Bishop was going to fight her for this church. Lady May said, I ain't going nowhere. I got plans for you, sir. I got plans for you. He was like, okay, I got you. So he calls up. I was about to call her Coochie Cross. Who calls her Coochie Cross? I think there's Lynette from Random TV Reviews called her Coochie Cross. Rochelle Cross. He gonna meet up with her. And, you know, she still got this annoying flirtation that she doing with him. And now he done softened back up to her like, hey, girl, hey. For help. She teaching him about cryptocurrency. And I think she said Coinbank, but it's Coinbase. We already know. If you in the cryptocurrency and Bitcoins, you know, one of the biggest places is Coinbank to do your exchanges through. She teaching them about that. She going through the IRS records. So, whatever information she didn't have on IRS debt, she have it now. And I think that she's going to be doing more money laundering and making it seem like the bishop is, he said we're going to make some money to pay off this debt. But I think she's going to get him in more trouble doing some money laundering. So, Bishop. So Lady Mae and the bishop basically walking around each other on eggshells. That's what they really got going on. Lady Mae called back to the crib like, okay, Marisol, what's going on with my daughter? She ain't got up out the bed, girl. She ain't got up out the bed yet. Not yet. She ain't got up out the bed. This is what you do. Tell old boy, the maintenance man, I think it was Javier, go on out there and cut off the electricity to her suite. I was like, damn, she gonna sweat her out. Sweat her ass out. She ain't gonna have no phone, no this, no that. She gonna sweat her ass out. That's what we gonna do. But I'm gonna tell you, that shit didn't work. When Lady Mae came home, Charity ass was still sitting up there with a glass of wine. Little Goober was in bed already. And she was like, I got this, mama. He already in bed. I'm just enjoying myself right now. She didn't say nothing about the temperature in the house. They didn't even address the fact that it had been turned off. She should have been in there sweating bullets, but especially drinking all that wine with it. But she wasn't. They didn't even bring it back up. But I thought that was funny as hell that she told her to turn the damn electricity off. So, over at the church, though, over at Calvary, am I going up to church right now? You know what? I'm going to stop for a minute and then we're going to go over to Zora and Grace. So Zora comes in the room like, hey, cuz, what's up, girl? Hey, Grace, like, what the hell you doing here? I'm coming to see you, girl. See how you doing? After you made jokes about me possibly being pregnant, then I have minutes later, I break down in pain behind you and end up losing my damn ovaries. Now you want to come in here and smile and snivel up in my face? Get out. She's like, no, I'm sincerely, I really am sorry. You should be, because you are. Who sent you? Nobody sent me, bitch. Stop lying. You ain't come here of your own free will. That's not who you are. All right, grandma sent me, but I really did mean it. You should mean it, but I don't want anybody like you in my face giving me apologies and nothing. I don't want your apology. I want apologies from someone like you. She was like, somebody like me. Yes, like you, honey. I didn't stutter. But Grace is like really feeling herself, and I am loving that they are building her character, her role. Grace is like Grace. Sophia. Who would I call her Grace? Did I say Grace and Sophia? If I've been saying Grace this whole time, y'all forgive me. That's her mama. But so yeah, Sophia was like, yes, no, I don't want you here. I don't want anybody like you here. I don't want your apology. Step. And Zora still was trying to talk to her. She's like, no. I said, step, get the hell out of my room. So now Grace comes in there and like, baby girl, what's going on? Nothing, everything good. Chill. Well, we getting ready to go to church. I ain't going. You ain't going. I'm not going to church. What you mean you ain't going to church? I'm not going to church. You didn't go for 20 years. Why I gotta go? I'm finna mess all this together. I'm saying that. That's basically what she told her mama. You ain't been to church in 20 years. Why I got to go? Why did God forsake me? We know that he does stuff because God is the creator, the beginning and the end of all things, and sometimes he stepped back and let you have your own free will. Why he stepped back out of my life at this moment? I don't understand. I was like, baby, they are testing this mama's will, and she's saying everything that a lot of people who have fallen on, who have lost their faith have said, that I have said in time. I'm like, girl, I hear you. Oh, I hate that they doing it to the 16-year-old, but we testing my baby's faith right now. Y'all, remember I said I can't stand Sophia's character. I'm starting to like Sophia's character, y'all. Thank you, Greenleaf. Greenleaf has not disappointed me one episode this season. Not one episode this season. Even on the slow episode, they still did not disappoint. So, Ricardo come over and talk to her later on, and he's like, he basically trying to say, I'm still here. And he still got his strong faith, because he telling her, look, in the Bible there was barren women, and they still had children. She said, did you just call me barren? I'm sterile. That's a difference. He's like, no, it basically mean the same thing. No, it don't mean the same thing. I'm sterile. I was made this way. I wasn't born that way. Baby, just told him to get the hell out too, basically. Well, actually, the whole conversation went left. And like he tried to make a comparison about, how he had to keep the faith when he broke his arm and threw his shoulder out and he couldn't pitch no more. It's like, I understand where you're trying to go with that. I hear you. But we ain't the same, bruh. This is not the same. And if you had lost anything more than a pitching arm, then you would understand it. I was like, girl. Look, Grace, go ahead on, girl. She was Grace. I got her Grace, Sophia. She should have been named Grace, because she's supposed to be the saving grace of the show to me. I really think that that's what should be the saving grace of the show. But she's very told her mama, look her, I'm not going to church ever. Ever. You can't make me go. Darius only go when he want to go to work, so I ain't going either. You can't make me. She was like, you going to church? Oh no, I'm not. This is not what we finna do this Sunday morning on next. I was like, oh. I mean, but what can you really do? You can't drag the young child to church. I mean, I guess you can, but like she's supposed to be leading the little children. She's like, how can I be teaching them about standing in faith, but I ain't got none no more? I was like, ooh. I wonder if that's like some good metaphor that they don't have their sister Faith anymore, and Sophia's losing faith. She's lost faith. Both of them have lost faith. Her and her mama. Her mama lost her sister Faith, and she lost faith in God. That's just okay. Well, back over to the church, like I was saying, Lady May welcomes in. Patty. She welcomed in Patty. Maxine Patterson stepping on in like, girl, what's going on? What you got me here for? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that she finna bring her to the back and sit down and tell her what's going on with the bishop, because she running to the bishop in the hallway and like, girl, I ain't seen you in years, and forever. I ain't seen you too. Maybe we need to catch up. And old Rochelle up in the bishop ear like, what's she here for? What Lady May up to? And they're like, they really aligning here. They aligning because he didn't even like throw her a look, and he just like, I got my eye on that. So, but back in the back, she have Maxine locking some dates where she can come to the church and speak, and she getting ready for her date with Lady May. Y'all know every black church that I know of, they have a day where they let the wives preach. And this one is called, Day of Lady May, 736. So Maxine is gonna come speak on the day with Lady May. That'd be all night service. That'd be service started at 3 in the afternoon. They go to 3 in the morning. All night services. That's what them type of services be. And she said it's gonna be a grand freaking weekend. So change lanes. So she asked Maxine as well. I need help with charity. I don't understand what's going on with her, and I don't know what to do. And Patty basically said, you know, she need her soul fixed. And I know somebody that's a soul fixer. And no, of course, Lady May, she always trying to save face. She's like, is she discreet? I need somebody that's going to be discreet. She said, no, she's not discreet, and that's the beauty of it. So, in comes Iyanla. Iyanla sits down and talks to Charity, a reluctant Charity at first, who don't think that she have a problem, don't think that she need to talk to somebody. I don't understand the denial of when you're going through pain that people try to exhibit. I know sometimes you try to be strong, but when you have some type of pain like this, and you know clearly that you're drinking more than you used to, you're popping pills just to sleep, and you're angry all the time, you don't see that in yourself, that you need to talk to somebody. I know it's denial. It's a great form of denial, but I don't. Some things I could understand being in denial about, but some things are just in your face. Like, come on now, you gonna sit here and tell that lie that you ain't drinking more than you used to, that you ain't. I'm just getting by. You're making excuses. But like I said, she didn't want to talk to Iyanla at first, and Iyanla in her old way just broke it on down to, baby, what's going on with you? She in pain and she's scared. What you scared of? And she feel unwanted. And I can see that from a lot of ways where she feels unwanted. Her husband, not only they separated, he done went to a whole nother man. I mean, he's not a whole nother man. He went to a man. A lot of women, they could deal with their spouse cheating or their spouse sleeping with another woman or somebody of the opposite sex. Actually, men too. But for them to, let me change that. For women, they could probably deal with it better if their spouse cheated with another woman. But for them to cheat with a man, it's like, oh my God, that is the ultimate insult to my womanhood. That's usually what women feel. Men, on the other hand, they don't want their woman cheating with another man. That's the biggest insult to their manhood. If a woman cheat with another woman, they get intrigued and enticed by that shit, like they be the third leg in that situation. So that's usually how that situation go. So she feeling some kind of way, and she don't feel like she being protected. She said she's always felt unsafe. She felt scared as a child, you know. Coming up from because Grace and Faith was always scared, and she didn't know why, so that just made her scared too. I understand as a child just coming from a household that had a lot of molesters in it. One of our damn uncles, that motherfucker come over, we all ran. I didn't know why we was running. I hid because everybody else hid. But there was at least a couple of children in the house that's being molested by him. Same thing with other uncle. The other cousins, they would run. And the neighborhood kids would run, and nobody knew exactly why everybody was running, but a few of them, because they were being molested by him. And sometimes kids just have the intuition. You remember your mom and dad used to always be, don't give Uncle Howard a hug. And you're like, I don't want to hug Uncle Howard. Because that child said something. Well, that's what Charity was feeling through her childhood. She was feeling all that fear that her sisters was having. She didn't understand why she was having a fear herself, but she just knew she was scared. She just knew she didn't feel protected. And if her mama was going through that same situation, she really didn't feel like she was the one that could protect her. But they didn't know about it at the time that I'm aware of. But yeah, ooh, Lord. Well, like I said, she didn't feel protected. Well, Lady May came in Iyanla called them in there, the parents, and talked to her. Lady May took that, like, you trying to come at me. You trying to check me about how you was raised, trying to blame it on me. And they trying to get her to understand this ain't about you. This is about Charity right now, how Charity is feeling. This is her truth. Let her stand in her truth. Whether it's your truth or not, this is hers. This is how she felt in the situation. And Lady May was like, no, that ain't what finna happen. You ain't finna put that on me. She was like, oh my God, let me see if I can quote what she said. She said, if you ain't got faith to pull you through these dark times, then you need to pray for some faith. And if you can't pray for some faith, then you need to pray about that. But what you're not going to do is sit up here and blame me. That ain't the way Jesus works. You don't, say, I can't fix you. You need to fix you. I was like, oh, Lady May, those are strong, harsh words. This is why this girl don't feel wanted and protected and loved, because that right there. Oh my goodness, I was like, did she just tell her daughter that you need to fix you? Because what would Jesus do? You need to do that. I was like, don't put it on me. Don't come at me like I'm the one that's been the bad parent. And like I say, she wasn't directly saying it, but in a way she was. Like, I don't feel protected by my parents. I don't feel wanted. And it started with the parents. And that's why she's always seeking for to be wanted by these men. She wanted to be wanted by Kevin. She wanted to be wanted by Jabari. And in a way, Kevin didn't want her. But Ayala tried. Boy, Ayala checked her on the fact that she didn't know Kevin was gay. Some of you knew. You know, I refuse to believe somebody can keep a secret that big. That right there, come on now. People can keep secrets that big, sweetheart. People can see it. She said you see what you want to see. People can keep, Ayala, you wrong there. People can keep secrets that fucking big. Trust me. Now, there may be some truth, though, in what you're saying as far as Charity. She's been knowing them all her doggone life. It may be some truth. There were signs that she chose to ignore. Problems in the bedroom. Because I think they did start having problems eventually in the bedroom. That she denied. Yeah. You know. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. But y'all, you know, you can't put that on there. Some people keep secrets like that for a long time. And people just don't know. They live their lives wearing a mask all the time that you think that's the real them. Trust me, it can be done. And it's not that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. This is what they have always presented to me all the time. Okay. So I know I'm jumping all around. Zora. Well, she snuck into Marisol's purse and tried to use her cell phone. And of course, Marisol told Lady May. Lady May went off like, little girl, you done lost your doggone mind. She snatched up the other phone in the room. Told me, while you here, you gonna follow my rules and my instructions. She's like I'm in a prison. She gonna talk back to her. I was ready for Lady May to backhand her. Why ain't nobody backhand Zora? She should have been backhand by now. She should have been backhand by now. Yes, I hit the kids. She should have been fucking backhand by now. But no, she too fucking lippy. And there's nothing that they are doing that is getting through to that child. And there was something that she said in the end that made me very worried about that household. She called her mama and asked her mama could she come home. Jacob like, nope, it ain't happening. You gave me a veto, this is it. She ain't coming home. This is the reason why we wanted her. If she's feeling that uncomfortable, then it must be working. And so Carissa came by to talk to her. And she went into that, oh God, my mama, good girl, I love you, mama, so much, you know, can you give me a kiss and another? And Chris is like, you know, it's not going to be much longer. Everything going to be good. She's like, I know, mama, it ain't going to last for long. It'll all be over soon. When she said it'll all be over soon, I swear my brain just instantly went to Zora and set that house on fire. She finna light up the Greenleaf estate. That's exactly where my mind went. I don't know why, but she seemed like she plotting something against the house itself. She feeling trapped and imprisoned in that house, like she can't be free. And she want to run off with this boy that's hurting her. When Lady May tell her, you don't love yourself. You can't. She's like, I can't stand this place. I hate you. She say, no, you hate yourself. You must hate yourself for you to want to keep running off to some boy that hurt you. I was like, oh, Lady May was preaching. Speaking of preaching, when she got up on that pulpit to talk about that divorce, the church was like, whoop, what you mean? Y'all getting divorced? She's like, we're getting divorced. It was a nice little letter. They seemed to be standing together. And she talked about the day with Lady May and how Maxine Patton's going to come in and do her doggone thing. And she going to stay on as the first lady until the day of Lady May happen. It's something playing big for the day of Lady May. You can't make me think nothing different. They finna turn it up. Her and Patty finna turn it up. If Patty was like, if this don't help you get this doggone church, we're going to drive down the street and build you a new one. But you've already planted that seed in Lady May's head that this is going to be my church. I ain't going down and building nothing. I already done built this one. I'm keeping what's mine. That's exactly what she's feeling. But Bishop is ready for a fight. He working on it with old Rochelle, as Lynette call her, old Coochie Cross. Is it Rocks to call her Coochie Cross? I think it's Lynette the Colorful Trust. Y'all let me know. Y'all watch random TV reviews. If y'all don't, y'all should be over there and subscribe to that channel. That is one of the best. Fuck it. That is the best black couple on YouTube that's doing recaps and reviews. I love them dearly. Go watch them channels and subscribe to them. So I'm at work early as a motherfucker. I don't know how long this video is going to take to load, but I think I covered the bases. Whatever I missed in this week's episode, y'all drop it down in the comment section. I want to thank y'all for coming back to this channel. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Manifest and The Walking Dead are coming up on later today, and y'all have a very, very good day. All right, y'all. Peace.